Welcome back, blade fans. This old sword is with you once again, and we have a wonderful fixed blade knife for you today. It is probably going to be a little more suited to you outdoor types who are into, let's say, woodscraft and hunting, fishing, perhaps outdoor camping stuff. It's kind of an all-around knife designed by a noted Italian knife maker Molletta, made by Lionsteel, as I said, and from Niolox steel, which is an interesting steel with niobium included. It is a very close relative to AELB, if you know that steel. Therefore, also akin to 14C, but with the addition of niobium, giving it some added edge holding and a toughness, so I'm told, by Knife Steel Compositions, which is a little app that I put on my phone. It's kind of a quick and dirty way to get some background on steels, and I recommend it. So what have we got here? We've got a heavy-duty knife. Good stock. We're going to measure it up in a moment. Beautiful sunburst ridged pattern that's been milled into the micarta, and it is a green natural sort of micarta. It comes in a black as well. I think that's the only other color. It may come in a blackened blade, I'm not sure. But it is a comfortable knife and hand filling. Now, I have a medium large hand and it fits me perfectly. If you've got slightly smaller hands or even slightly larger hands, I think it'll fit well for you as well. Got a nice swedge going on at the top. We've got a high grind, comes through with a really blazing sharp edge. And you've got a pretty fine edge for lots of blade stock there. Interesting way the handle is attached. It is inset into one solid piece of micarta that has been milled out. So it's slotted, dropped down in there, and then screwed in with these two screws, and the tang protruding. So that can be used as a field hammer or a persuader if you so choose to use this as kind of an EDC defensive knife. It's going to be a little on the large side, but I've seen guys carry larger ones. So let's talk a little bit about the knife. So here's a blurb from the Lionsteel webpage. Freeze frame it if you'd like. And so the Niolox steel offers exceptional corrosion resistance and excellent durability. Even though it's corrosion and stainless resistant, it's probably not as stainless as some others, but being akin to AELB and to also 14C, I would say it's pretty darn stain resistant. Designed by Molletta, the T5 has an aggressive profile and is therefore particularly recommended when there is a need for a robust, safe, and easy to handle tactical instrument. And sold with its leather sheath equipped with a Molly system for safe and easy carrying, the T5 is available with a satin finished or black PVD stonewashed blade. So this is the satin finished one. And I'm going to use these for the specs today. There you go. Got the weight, we got the blade thickness, 5 millimeters. We got the blade length, 5.04. We got the total length, 252 millimeters or 9.92 inches. And we've got the weight at 9.67 ounces or 274 grams. There you go. Comes in a cardboard box. So those are your specs. It came now with this really nice leather sheath. And there's the Molly attachments on the back. This unsnaps and pulls out from these two Molly attachments here, so you weave it through. And that's not a bad idea, except for the fact that this snap was fastened so hard after I snapped it the first time that I tried pulling, and eventually I removed and damaged the snap. So as nice a leather sheath as it is, I like sheaths that are a little more tactical. So I went out of my way to get a hold of this fellow and have it made for this knife by this company. Highly recommended. They do a fantastic job. Couple of nice stickers that I got with this sheath, which ran $50. Normally they're $45. Because this is the textured leather style, and it has a name, I forget the name, textured leather style of surface texturing, it was $5 more. So they charge you $50 plus $5 shipping. It is an excellent fit. It comes with a multitude of eyelets, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. So you can use any form of attachment you would like and would attach right on there. Could probably go this way, could go this way. I like DCC clips lately, so I might go that route. And although it's not going to be a pocket carry, you could fit it on the waistband or the belt very easily. Let's back out a bit. So, beautiful fit. No rattle. And it will not come out. Comes with a beautiful tunnel there for pushing it off. And great work. If you need a Kydex sheath, I can highly recommend Armitage. So that's my solution for the snap breaking on the sheath, although I may repair the snap. Not too difficult to do with a little snap tool. You can pick them up on Amazon or whatnot if you don't have one. So we'll see. Now, some of the features of the knife, a very short run of jimping there, but a nice pocket for the thumb that does not have jimping. But with a 5mm blade stock, you've got a hell of a platform there to place your thumb. And I can't tell you how ergonomic this handle is with that beautiful palm swell. Is it a palm swell? Finger swell? It's not going to be in the palm. And yes, you can put it point down, but probably more comfortably edge out than edge in. Got a very nice sharpening choil, nice notch. Beautifully done plunge grind. Minimally branded. There you have Lionsteel, Italy, Nylox. And there's the designer Molletta. So I think a great outdoor style knife. For comparison, I have the Ryu by Fox Knives, also an Italian company. This was a design by BlackRock Knives, Ken Vehicate. And here we have, I believe this is the Basilisk, fixed blade Basilisk by Dam Designs. Let's move them all up a little. Again, just for comparison, we've got a real short one here, but still a full size in terms of that height. And we've got one that's a bit longer by a good inch in the Ryu, which is kind of a traditional tanto design. Now, some people will tell me it's not a tanto. Yes, it is a traditional Japanese tanto design. That's what they used to look like without the chisel points. That dear Mr. Lynn Thompson did so well with, and now everything with a chisel point is a tanto. But I go back in my knife collecting to, I'd say the mid-70s. Yeah, old guy. That's why they call me this old sword. And I can tell you that this was the tanto being produced by custom knife makers before Lynn decided to basically slap an armor-piercing chisel ground tip onto a knife. And I won't belabor that because it's really about the Lionsteel knife today and not so much about this. But it's a very lovely, comfortable design, and you can get a custom from Ken Vihikate BlackRock knives for probably about $350, or you can pick this one up for I think around $160, $170. The Basilisk fixed blade really came out recently because it was preceded by a folder from Dam Designs. And this is also a high ground, drop point, really effective, thin-handled blade. One thing I don't think they gave us was the dimension for the handle, if that is important to you. If it is important to you, I will bring it up for you. And maybe it was there, but at the swell, it's 0.92, almost an inch. In the depression there, if you want to call it that, 0.76. So quite a difference in the swell, and that is a palm swell because that part will go into your palm. Quite a difference there in the contouring. Just really thoughtfully done. I mean, you put this in your hand and it is, I would say, extremely confidence inspiring. Now, one thing we will try is the paper cut, because this one feels pretty sharp to me. There we go. Yeah. A little bit of tearing there. If I draw the knife, it slices through nicely. So I'm still going to call it a keen edge. And it is not a particularly thin stock, but for what it is, they put a very slicey edge on that. You could probably tone it up a little bit with a strop, as I always say. But let me know what you think of the Lionsteel T5, a really fine knife from Lionsteel, designed by Molletta, the well-known Italian designer. Take care, be well. Don't forget to give this vid a like, and I'll be back soon.